The 5 o'clock tip for the 3A Boys State Championship Finals game. Welcome to Squirtle and the Sports Animal. This broadcast will be out there on all those platforms related to Squirtle and the Sports Animal. So we're glad you're here. We're hoping you're tuning in for a great contest tonight. I'm Chad Tishner. It's John Hardaway to my left, and we'll be presenting this game to you, doing the best we can to keep up with the action on the radio broadcast. So we'll have to talk a little bit more than normal, but obviously two storied programs here, Coach. Millwood coming in. We're looking at the numbers coming into the game. They had played 99 state tournament contests, so they're over the 100 game mark now in the Oklahoma State tournament. Roland as well. We see them here a ton over the years. Two very successful programs, ranked number 1 and 2 in the polls. Coming into the playoffs. So great atmosphere tonight. Two great story programs. Looking forward to a good one.
Should be fantastic. I mean, you've got a Millwood team that, really people have been throwing around one of the better ones of all time. You look at their schedule, what they've done this year, haven't lost to an in-state team all season long, and really have just been dominating their opponents almost from start to finish. And you're looking at a season-long schedule and you're like, other close ones were to other really good teams by 11, 15, 20. It really gives you a feel for how dominant they've been almost from start to finish in the season. And, when you're talking about boys basketball in the state of Oklahoma and you're talking about all-time programs, I mean, Millwood's at the top or right at the top in terms of boys basketball. Yep. Now, Roland Rangers, they're kind of right there, kind of right that next tier. I mean, you go back to look at how many times they've been in the state tournament, kind of starting in the mid-'90s. Coach Lewis has won. He's the 5th all-time winning coach in Oklahoma high school boys history. And Roland's playing in their 3rd state championship game. Previous appearances were against Bishop McGinnis and Douglas when those teams were all-time teams. We were talking a little bit about this before we came down. Their 3rd tournament or their 3rd final appearance, and they're drawing another one of the teams that people are like, man, they're kind of an all-timer type of group. But, one thing I'll say about Roland Rangers, when I've watched them play, and I've watched them play a lot over the years in the fairgrounds, they battle and they compete, and they're fearless. They are a fearless group, and really ultimately that comes down to being a reflection of their coach.
Yeah, and you think, you got a program like Millwood coming into a game like this, a juggernaut of juggernauts. But if somebody's going to be able to get a game plan together and get his kids to execute a game plan together, you want a coach that's been around. Coach has been through the wars over the years, like Coach Lewis, and it'd be interesting to see what they've got in store in their game plan to go out and dress. Just Millwood too. Add on to kind of what you said. It's just what's been so impressive. The times I've got to see him this year is the depth. Goodness. Every kid that steps on the floor, I don't care if he's sitting in the first chair, last chair, or starting lineup, they can all play, and it's really impressive to see that depth. That they've built and established there.
They do. I was here on Wednesday night, and I was sitting down on the bottom underneath the goal watching them. And, as the game's going along and they're making their substitutions and they get to they get down the bench. Yeah. But those kids come in with a certain expectation of how they're supposed to play. Yep. And it's 100% 84 feet by 50 all the time. And they're sharing the ball, making shots, playing amazing defense. And getting after it. And a lot of times I think that's kind of what allows some of their games to extend is once they get down to the depth, Millwood's depth relative to a lot of other teams' depth is not necessarily equal.
Yeah, so very impressive. Coach Dorney Williams done a phenomenal job just keeping this thing rolling for the Millwood Falcons. But interested to see what Roland brings to the table tonight. This could be a fun one. Roland, very talented and always very well prepared. So we're getting ready for the state song and the national anthem. So we're going to cut away to the commercials. We'll be back when we get to the starting lineups here on the Squirtle Networks and the Sports Animal.
I will have. Sorry, but how do you choose? I will have. The old-fashioned banana split sends your taste buds to heaven. But the strawberry shortcake sundae tastes like summer in a dish. Then there's the molten lava cake sundae. Oh, but the banana fudge sundae, I'm true.
Or you could get all 4.
Let's do that.
Come enjoy your favorite classic sundae at Brahms. Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
It's game time and the lights are shining bright. Don't get caught in the dark. Power up with the Generac Home Standby Generator from Moyer Electric and Generators. When the power goes out, your lights, heat, and game stay on automatically. Moyer Electric and Generators, powering Oklahoma's homes like champions. Visit MoyerElectricOK.com or call today at 888-265-3020.
Oklahoma Career Tech. It's where confidence is built.
It's more than just practice. It's developing the skills to build a successful future. We're doing work that matters.
To more than just us. So, when a family needs me,
when my community needs me,
When Oklahoma needs me,
I'll be ready.
GSP Health is your source for quality health care for the whole family, with 4 convenient locations in Northwest Oklahoma to better serve you in Canton, Cherokee, Enid, and Medford, offering medical, dental, and behavioral health services, in-office and telehealth visits available. So call our office at 580-596-2800 or visit our website at www.gsphealth.org. Better access, better care, better health. GSP Health.
At Geis Farms, we know what community means because we live it every day. That's why we're proud to support Northwest Oklahoma schools, sports programs, and the communities that bring us together. To every team in the area, we want to say good luck this season and thank you for representing your school with pride. From our family to yours, here's to a safe, successful season. Geis Farms, proud supporters of Northwest Oklahoma. And good luck to the Lomega Raiders and Lady Raiders.
Life moves fast.
Okay, we're back here at the OG&E Coliseum getting ready for the 3A boys state final here between the running, I see it on the back of the shirts, the running Rangers of Roland. I like that.
Great nickname.
With the Millwood Falcons. And so they're introducing the non-starters right now, the reserves being introduced. Just while we're doing that, Coach, what's thoughts on New Coliseum and your first experiences in here?
I thought I was here last night for Norman and Mustang, and the environment was pretty awesome. It really was. I mean, it gets loud. It's definitely a smaller venue.
Yep.
And once it kind of fills in and the game gets going along, the student sections get into it. It has a great feel. Obviously, I would love to have the opportunity to be out there coaching.
Yeah, no doubt.
In the middle of it. Yeah. But that game last night was top notch, and there was a buzz in the arena last night as that game was just back and forth. And of course, you had the great make there for Norman at the end of the game. But I really like it. I mean, it smells new and nice, kind of like a nice car.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a place that people are going to really, really enjoy watching basketball for the next several years here in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah, I agree. I was here able to come Thursday night for the 2A boys quarterfinals. Got to see, a thriller between Riverside and Fairland, and that was the second game.
Right.
And just, between the second and third game, I mean, almost all 8 schools are represented. It's really starting to fill up the atmosphere. Lower ceiling, a little tighter quarters. Yep. Definitely the noise levels, the decibel levels, a little higher than they were in the old arena.
Yeah, I was visiting with some of our friends that played last weekend, at Okarche and Dover and Calumet, and they said on Saturday it was noticeably louder on the floor, towards the end of the games and stuff like that, and especially like you said, once you start blending game 2 and 3 with the crowd that's already here and the people will show up. I imagine probably by the end of this one, going into the next one with the bigger schools, and then finishing up with Dale and Farrell, and there probably won't be a whole lot of empty seats left in here.
Definitely see it's filled in a lot here just in the last 15 minutes leading up to this one right here. So, it should be a great atmosphere today and throughout the evening. So here we go. Starters have been introduced. I'll go through them here real quick. For Millwood, number 2, Isaiah Wilkes. He's a 5'10 senior averaging 24.2 points a game. Number 3, Amari Barrett, 6'4 senior averaging almost 17 points a game. Number 5, Chris Clay, 6' senior averaging a little over 10 a game. Number 21, Javier Richards, 6'1 junior averaging about 8 points a game. And number 23, Jonathan Van Buren, is 6'4 senior averaging just under 16 a game. For Roland, number 1, Cade Shook, 6'3 junior averaging 8 points a game. Number 13, Raiden Knight, 5'8 senior, averaging 13 a game. Number 15, Landon Fowler, 6'3 sophomore, averaging 7 a game. Number 20, Mason Kemp, 6'1 senior, averaging 11 a game. And number 23, DeMonte Owens, who's the leader for the Roland Rangers, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 24 points a game. So here we go, tipping it up. Roland and Millwood, but we'll get things straightened out here on the circle.
You don't see this very often. A complete 100% offensive.
Yeah, exactly. One team full offensive, one team full defensive. Roland steals that tip. They get their own offensive break as they get a layup attempt with number 23, Owens. He just can't get it to go. Millwood pulls down the rebound, brings it across. Pretty interesting there.
It was. There was you can tell they're rolling. They're kind of in for the fight, at least here at the tip. They were kind of letting it be known there in the center circle.
Rolling man-to-man. They're going to – Wilkes isolates down low in the A zone, and he goes up and gets the first 2 as Millwood post-up opportunity inside, gets the first 2 of the game. They're up 2-0 as Owens attacks to his left, gets it up, takes the contact from Wilkes, and he gets it to go. He'll have a 3-point play opportunity. So early on, it's the Wilkes versus Owens show.
So I watched Roland play Eufaula on Wednesday night, and I was very impressed with Owens. I mean, he's leading scorer, sophomore, 5'10 guard, averaging 24 points a game, and he's just going right at him right here. Lefty, beautiful shot.
Lefty Owens goes to the free throw line, can't get it to go. Millwood with the rebound, coming across, attacking to the right. That's number 3, Barrett. He'll go inside, can't get it to go. As Roland stacked up the help in the lane, but it's tipped out of bounds off the Rangers, so Millwood will keep it underneath.
This was one of the only inbounds plays I saw Millwood run. They run both guys in the corner. You got a lob guy at the rim, and then they have the 3-point guy at the top of the key. Just really spread you out.
They'll kick it to the weak side corner to the shooter, number 5, Chris Clay. His 3's up and good. 5-2 early here, about a minute into this first quarter, 3A state finals. Roland brings it across. That's number 1, Cade Shook. He's looking for somewhere to go as he's getting pressured hard by number 5, Chris Clay. Now to the rim goes Knight. He loses control, gets tipped out of bounds, and that'll go off Millwood. So a lot of ball pressure early. Exactly what you'd expect from Millwood.
Yes, and Millwood's going to apply that ball pressure anytime they can, make or miss.
Knight inbounds to Owens. Owens trying to finagle through a ball screen action, and the ball's taken away, tipped away by number 3 for Millwood. That's Barrett. He loses it back to Owens. And now Roland will try to settle in here and get things settled in this next half-court possession. That's number 13, Raiden Knight. I saw him take some deep ones last night, Coach. He's not afraid to pull it from the logo, that's for sure.
I think on Wednesday when we were watching, I think he hit 3 or 4 threes in the first quarter. Definitely a catch-and-shoot shooter there for Roland.
Shook tries to hold off, hand off to Owens. It's taken away. Number 21 in transition for the Falcons. That's Javier Richards up for the slam. So a couple turnovers early to easy points for Millwood. Roland going to have to find a way to maintain, the ball against that pressure, but also execute their half-court offense.
Well, and I think a lot of times, too, in this game, it's like you just want to hang in there early. Just hang in there early. You might see Coach Lewis maybe calling a timeout at some point or just trying to slow down a couple possessions. But you get such a momentum play there for Richards there for Millwood.
Could be a big moment there as Wilkes gets his second already. Kind of a primary ball handler for the Falcons. So he'll shift off, and they'll put somebody else on Owens as Wilkes gets his second. Ball tipped out of bounds again as Shook was trying to evade the pressure applied by number 3, Amari Barrett. And we're back on a sideline out of bounds for the Rangers.
Barrett's already had 2 or 3 tip balls guarding the rock. He's just so long and anticipates really well guarding the ball.
Owens attacking at the top of the key, tries to get to his left hand. He gets caught in the air, but he's able to get rid of it to number 20, Mason Kemp. Kemp tries to reverse it, knocked out of bounds by none other than guess who, Amari Barrett, who's, like you said, he's been all over the place defensively.
All over the place. I think he's got at least 3 or 4 tips. There's our first timeout right there by Roland.
Yeah, we'll see here what Roland's going to do. They're going to take a timeout here early in the first. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here right now. But, yeah, just haven't seen Roland be able to really get into any kind of set or any kind of really base, even half-court offense and have any structure yet.
You know, we know is that if you're rolling and here you are, you're playing Millwood in the state finals, and they've played a tough schedule. I mean, they have. Yep. They always play a tough schedule, but I don't know if there's anybody on their schedule to this point that has had the ability to apply on-ball pressure consistently like the Falcons can.
Yeah, even in the handoff actions, the ball screen actions,
right.
You know, you usually can finagle your way through those by how the defense approaches. Are they drop coverage? Are they hedging? Are they doubling?
Prepping,
but
yeah.
Man, I mean, it's just manned up pressure for Millwood. Roland gets it in. Knight will kick it to Owens. Tough 3 right corner. Going to his right, knocks down the left-handed 3. What a shot by Owens.
Well, you said it right there. I mean, you got a left-handed shooter driving right. That is tough.
Wilkes right back down the floor off the made bucket in transition, coast to coast, and answers with the 2.
Wilkes is such a smooth operator with the ball, especially in the open floor. Got to get the ball stopped or he's going to make a bucket.
Owens again can't get it to go in tight. Looks like number 15, Fowler, had a chance on the putback. Couldn't get it to go. Barrett with the rebound. Kicks it to Wilkes. He misses the 3. Barrett again with an offensive rebound, but Roland able to corral the loose ball and bring it back this way. Fast-paced action here. 9-5 Millwood. We're about halfway through this first quarter now. It's Knight will initiate the offense. He'll go to his right, takes a bump. Isn't able to finish, but there on the offensive glass is Landon Fowler for the Rangers. He's fouled, and so Roland will maintain possession.
And I think it needs to be said, too, before we get too deep in this game, we have 3 of the absolute best officials in the state of Oklahoma calling this game. Couldn't ask for a better crew to do a state championship in Class 3A boys basketball.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. These guys are the real deal. And so far, even in a high pace, you don't even notice they're on the court.
That's right.
That's how you know they're high level.
That's what
you
they
don't
want.
even notice them. Yeah. So Shook gets it in. He'll dribble up. He'll initiate this possession here. He's guarded by number 23, Jonathan Van Buren. Shook gives off to Owens. Owens left-handed, but he can go right or left. They throw a double at him, and he kicks it over to Raiden Knight, who tries to get one of those 3s from the logo, but that did not happen. As number 5, Chris Clay, he almost threw that thing up here where we're at.
Clay's closeout speed out there on the perimeter. There's an open 3.
Yep. Yeah, I think he got him on a push-off there, yeah. Missed 3 there, just off to the left from Knight. Fowler's in good position, but pushed off a little bit on the rebound, so he gets called for his first.
And that's Fowler's job. Fowler's job is to get rebounds, set screens, and be a physical presence in there for Roland. Just got caught there on the push off.
Did a great job last night against Rejoice Christian in controlling the paint. Millwood now kind of probably only really their second true half-court offensive possession. Barrett now goes to his right, pumps fake, takes some contact, kicks it out. He'll get it back in the right corner, turns down the 3, then takes it. Owens pulls down the miss, and he's off and running. Straight to his right hand off the glass, and Owens, DeMonte Owens now. He got 7 early, all 7 for Roland.
Yeah, he's a confident player. You can just tell he's up for it right now for sure for Roland.
Van Buren will dribble all the way through the middle, back over to the left wing. Tack back down the middle to his right hand, no good. Rebound by Kemp. Thought about going in transition, but defers back to Owens. Owens now right side. 3 off the dribble, deep, back rim, no good. But, man, we had a great view. That's dead on.
It looked good.
Barrett in transition. Pull up, mid-range, no good. Another rebound, and I give the credit to Roland. They are controlling their defensive glass right now. Great rebound there by Mason Kemp. Kemp left wing to Shook. Thought about the 3. Drives left. Gets a little trouble down there. Kicks back out. Left wing 3. Mason Kemp is good. And the Rangers take the lead.
Kind of like that was a good. It goes back to that timeout that Coach Lewis said. Just call timeout, get everything kind of slowed down and settled down, and stay in the fight.
Another mid-range 3, no good. That was Van Buren. Rangers were in good position for that defensive rebound, but it took one little extra bounce off the rim, and it kind of threw them off. Millwood able to corral the rebound.
And I saw even there, Richards, he got the rebound. He was pleading to his teammates about, come get some boards. Let's go.
Yeah, 21, Javier Richards got that rebound. He'll go to the line as he was fouled on the putback attempt. Got a full timeout. We'll take a break here on the Squirtle and the Sports Animal Networks. Be right back.
Life moves fast, and you deserve internet that keeps up. Say hello to Pioneer Fiber Internet with blazing fast gig fiber speeds designed for the way you live, work, and play. From ultra-smooth streaming and lag-free gaming to lightning-fast downloads and crystal-clear video calls, Gig Fiber gives you the speed and reliability to do it all. Ready to upgrade your internet experience? Visit GoPioneer.com to sign up today.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Okay, we're back. Chad Tischer, John Hardaway here. We are very blessed and happy to present the 3A state championship game on the boys' side of the bracket here on the Squirtle Networks and the Sports Animal. Coming out of the timeout, number 21, Javier Richards, who corralled that last offensive rebound, got fouled on his way back up, will shoot 2. Millwood down 1 with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. First free throw up and good for Richards.
One thing I found interesting with Roland is, you see a lot of teams will play Millwood, and they're real backed up and sagging, like they don't want to give up penetration, and they're getting after them. They're going out and guarding them out past the three-point line, trying to apply some pressure. Pretty impressive so far by the Rangers.
Millwood will come out of this timeout, even off the missed free throw. They're in a half-court 2-1-2 trap. And Owens going left, switches to his right with 3 Falcons around him, finds a way to finish. DeMonte Owens is putting on a show right now. Barrett post ISOs on the right wing, gets rid of it. Back to Van Buren. He'll go back to Barrett, who's trying to post up Shook. Barrett works into his left and bumps it off the glass. Great individual plays being made right now, Coach.
Barrett is tough in that kind of mid-post Barkley area, just very patient, kind of waits and sees, and then uses that length and broad shoulders to get a great look there for Millwood.
Owens up top. He'll get a double there from the top of that zone. Now a little 3-2 zone look coming from the Falcons. They're kind of spreading out, trying to keep Owens from penetrating the middle of the defense, and ball will be tipped out of bounds. That's number 10, Kason Perryman, that was down there in the short corner against that zone and tried to kick it back out tonight in the corner, got knocked out of bounds.
Well, that's what you got to do if you're seeing zone. You got to find 2 places, short corner and high post, and Roland's trying to get the ball there. See if they can do it here in this possession.
Back to man for Millwood. Owens pulls up. Left elbow jumper is no good. Barrett rebound, and here comes Millwood. Barrett all the way to the rim, kicks backside, and then another extra pass there. As number 21, Richards, dumps it off to 23, Jonathan Van Buren for 2.
Great example. I mean, one thing that makes Millwood so tough is their willingness to share the ball.
Oh, man. Knight had number 10, Perryman, open the backside, but
Great
Perryman
look.
still open as Shook goes to the rim and finds Perryman on that backside block for 2.
Been very impressed with Shook's ability to handle the ball and distribute. Great job by the 6'3" junior there to drive the paint, attract the help, and dump it off there for the easy 2.
It's like Millwood's going to try to hold for 1 here. A little under 15 seconds in the first quarter. Tied 14. We got a great one so far here in the Coliseum. Wilkes tacks to his left, finds all kinds of help defense, kicks it out. No good to Van Buren. Rebound cleared by Roland. Smallest guy on the floor, number 13, Braden Knight gets the rebound. And we're tied up after 1. We'll go to break. We got a good one here. Tune in to Squirtle and the Sports Animal and join us in this 3A finals. We'll be right back.
At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
6 surgeons, 4 locations, 1 goal: to improve the health and lives of people in Oklahoma. At Oral and Maxillofacial Associates, we treat every patient like family. As the preferred dental implant and oral surgery specialist of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and with over 30 years of service to our community, we are trusted by professionals and dedicated to expert care. With 4 convenient locations around the metro area, we are here for you. Trust the experts at OMA. Visit our website, www.omaok.com.
Okay, we're back. 1 quarter in the books. We're tied at 14. Coach, what do you think after that one? That was fun.
Hey, I got to give it up to Roland.
Yep.
1 quarter in, it's a tie ball game. You can tell they're going to bring it. I mean, they're playing with no fear right now, and they're being led by Owens, the sophomore, has scored he scored 9 of their 14. So
0 Bryce Brown in the game, handling the ball for the Falcons. You give it up to Wilkes, who had 2 early ones and played the rest of that first quarter with 2 fouls without getting his 3rd. Van Buren to the rim, takes contact, and that's kind of what we were talking about in the break. Anytime the ball's the Millwood's attacking or post ISOing, Roland's throwing everything but the kitchen sink in there, trying to take away that A-zone area. But, God, Millwood's just so big, strong, and athletic.
They are. And then on top of that, they're just such great passers and readers of the help. I mean, they are. They just got to jam it up and do the best they can on trying to make it as difficult as possible on those driving lanes.
Wilkes back in the game for Brown. So back to the original starting 5 for the Falcons. Van Buren attacks to his left, gets shut out. Great help there by Owens to cut that baseline off. Van Buren gets doubled up down there on the baseline. Ball tipped out of bounds by Roland.
I really like what I'm seeing from Roland's half-court man. Like I said, it's probably a look that Millwood has not gotten in maybe a couple weeks, possibly.
It's still doing a good job on the perimeter, taking away the 3, so it's impressive. Oh, ball stolen away there. Number 20, Mason Kipp. Oh, tracked down. Kent tries to get the right-hand layup off the glass, but number 21, Javier Richards, gets there and blocks it, takes it away. Attacking the other end, hot and heavy, is Wilkes. Put back, no good by Barrett. And here we go the other way with Owens. He's fouled. Woo.
Just 2 unbelievable plays on both ends.
Yeah. Great individual defense on one end by Mason Kemp as he strips it, goes the other way. Has a great little, deceleration euro, thinks he's got a wide open layup, and here comes Javier Richards with the hustle play to get the block.
And then Roland returns the favor on their end.
Exactly. It looks like, Millwood's going to stay in zone here. Shook baseline, kicks it to Perryman. He's wide open in the middle, can't get it to go. So didn't look to score right off the bat and kind of got tied up there in the middle.
Yeah, I think him scoring was the last thing that was on his mind.
Yeah, it's going to be a travel. Great defense once again as Barrett, he got physical there on that right-hand attack dribble, tried to go right through Perryman, but Perryman held his ground and caused the turnover there.
He did. I said I get up to Roland. They're pressuring the ball, but as soon as the ball is being dribbled towards the paint, it is all out. Go to the help line and try to keep them out as far away from the rim as possible.
1-2-2 half-court trap. Kemp wide open, right corner. That ball did everything but go in on that three. And Millwood brings it back. We're still tied here. Scoreless in the second quarter. Still tied at 14. Still man-to-man here for Roland. They drive again, and off the bench, that's number 10 for the Falcons. His first three, Harlem Fleming's no good. Here come the Rangers. Knight thought about it. Decides no. He'll kick it back to Perryman. Millwood fans wanted to walk there, and Knight didn't get it. Backside wide open again. There's Perryman as Knight now attacks down to his right hand, hits backside to number 10, Perryman.
Well, and what had happened there, Millwood went back to man-to-man, and I don't know if they got real organized in their half-court defense, and Knight was able to break him down and once again make the nice little drop-off pass for the bounce off the glass.
Now, Kason Perryman now off the bench has played a good amount of minutes here in this first half. Now has 4 points. Good defense again there by Perryman. Forces the miss.
Richards.
And that's one of the problems here is, you'll see that as much help as they're applying to the penetration from Millwood, makes it really hard to find that block out on the backside.
I think about, we talked about it last week in our own game, when you have to commit so much to help to prevent the initial shot, the challenge becomes, can you get back to your block out?
Yep.
And right there, that's what Miller's the third attempt, and Richards goes and cleans it up.
Free throw attempts no good. 3-point play. Old-fashioned 3-point play not going to happen on that one. Millwood ties it back up, though. Shook handling up in the corner. Now down baseline. Man, good job there by number 5, Chris Clay. Forced that dribble right where you want to down there on the baseline, lane line, but got caught for a hand check right there at the last moment before the ball went out of bounds.
We'll see if Roland has a inbounds play here to get Knight a good look from three. He hasn't had one yet. Probably their best shooter outside of Owens.
Yep. Shook now. He gives it to Owens. Owens draws the doubles, goes Shook left corner. He'll drive back up now. Owens will have a little room going right down the middle of the floor. Pulls up left hand, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Falcons.
What I love is Owens is always in control with that ball. Good find.
Yeah, nice find in transition there. Off the bench is number 1, Tariq Kaba. He goes down, draws help, and he dumps it off to number 23, Jonathan Van Buren. He'll have another chance for a 3-point play here.
Van Buren is such a strong physical player. He's had multiple and ones in the games I've watched in the state tournament. Just does a great job of cutting off the ball, going to meet the pass, and finishing through that contact for and ones and putting himself at the free throw line.
Conventional 3-point play good as we're almost halfway through the second quarter of play. Millwood up 19-16. Millwood on a little 5-0 run here. Let's see if Roland can thwart that. Kemp goes right side, deep three from Shook. Number 1 took some contact, no call. Ball goes out of bounds looks like it was off of Kemp. So back to Millwood, like I said, on that 5-0 run here. And this is where you got to be careful if you're rolling. You got to kind of, can't let this thing get too far.
Right.
Wilkes brings it up, guarded by Raiden Knight. Wilkes now guarded by Owens. Great help by Knight. Snuck here on that double. Roland, unfortunately, does not get the ball for the Rangers. Loose ball goes back to Millwood. Knight, man, give number 13, Raiden Knight. Man, he's all over the place here on defensively. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, this Roland defensive playing right now is really almost trying to apply as much pressure back to Millwood as Millwood is applying to them. I mean, they're running, jumping. Anytime Millwood goes in the paint and spins or stutters, there's a help coming trying to dig out that steal, and they're getting turnovers. They're making it hard.
To the rim. No good was number 23, Van Buren. Once again, though, loose ball tipped around, goes back to Millwood, so they'll retain possession. This will be their third opportunity here since crossing half court. Wilkes to his right, still guarded by Knight. Kicks it over. Top of the key three, no good. That was number 1, Tariq Kaba. And here comes Owens in transition. Downhill, to the rim. Left hand hangs and fades, but can't get it over Van Buren. Great defense by Van Buren. Millwood in transition again, left corner. Pull-up jumper, no good. Here comes Knight with the rebound. He'll kick it down to Kemp. Goes hard into a Millwood defender. Great job there being aggressive by Mason Kemp, and he'll draw the foul in transition.
That was the right call. That was a good call there. Good take there by Kemp to put himself at the free throw line. You know, Owens had a great look there at the previous possession. And I will give this up to Roland. Roland has done a great job of clearing the boards on everything but at a rim take. You know, the threes, the mid-range pull-up jumpers. Roland's clearing most of those rebounds.
First free throw for Mason Kemp. Front rims, rolls in, gets the touch. Back in the game is number 15, Landon Fowler. He's been sitting for a while now, so he's back in for Perryman. Give Perryman credit. Did a phenomenal job off the bench.
I was going to say, Perryman gave him some really good minutes right there, cleaning the glass and defending for Roland.
Second free throw, no good. Millwood with the rebound. Up the floor is Van Buren. Tough floater. Took some contact, but gets the rebound, and that's kind of where Millwood's living right now is in that A zone. Maybe not really just off the first attempt, but a lot of putbacks, loose basketballs, getting those second, third opportunities.
And Van Buren for Millwood's doing the best job of all their guys of getting downhill, and that first attempt just being close enough, even if it's a miss, and soft enough that either he or somebody else is able to clear it and put it back in for Millwood.
Free throw from Van Buren. So that's 2 conventional three-point plays in a row for Jonathan Van Buren, who now has 7 in the game. 8 in the game. Shook now attacking downhill. Gets a little right-hand floater, bounces around, all but in. Doesn't go. Landon Fowler was there trying to get the rebound and couldn't get it, and here comes Millwood. Wilkes quickly in transition, kicks right corner 3. That's good. Number 1. Tariq Kaba gets it to go, and now we're getting a little momentum here for the first time for the Falcons.
Yeah, you can see the defensive intensity ratcheting it up. Roland really needs an answer right here on the offensive side, and they're going to go to Owens right here, see if they can get something.
Owens splits 2, goes back to his right hand, can't get it to go. Here come the Falcons. Step back 3, number 10, left wing. And that's Harlem Fleming. He gets one to go. Freshman. Big run now, freshman for the Falcons. And another timeout here by Rollins. We had our first lengthy Millwood run of the game. To extend this to an 11-point game, we got a 30-second timeout here, so we'll keep it here. First big adversity here for the Rangers, so see how they come out of this timeout.
And I totally understand what Coach Lewis is like. He's not wanting to call that timeout where the crowd gets going. He kind of lets his guys trust his guys to go make some plays. They don't get any scores. And then Flemings, who you can tell he comes into the game, and his job is to shoot 3.
Yeah.
And he's playing off all those drivers. He had missed a close one the previous possession, has his feet set, step back, and has a beautiful-looking shot for Millwood there from the three-point line. Where we really need to see is can Roland come out here and respond in the last 2 minutes here of the third quarter and either cut the lead down or at least stay in arm's length going into halftime. That's going to be the big challenge here because you can tell Millwood's kind of feeding off this momentum right here that they've generated in the last couple possessions.
Yeah, and we talked about that depth for Millwood, and we're seeing that starting to come to fruition here. Yeah, Roland's played 6 so far. Great minutes from Perryman off the bench, but here in this last 2 or 3 minute spell, you're seeing these guys coming off the bench for Millwood, hitting 2 threes here. And number 1, Tariq Kaba, and number 10, Harlem Fleming. So that depth's starting to take hold a little bit. After the timeout, Millwood's going to apply a little full court man pressure. Shook will be the one to bring it up for the Rangers, guarded by Wilkes. Barrett doing all he can to keep that ball out of Owens' hand. Face guarding him all over the court. Knight will attack, takes a little contact. Now Owens gets his hands on the basketball. He'll attack left. Reverse spin, what a move there. That deceleration step going to his left, that was impressive by DeMonte Owens.
Tell you what, DeMonte Owens reminds me of is Damon Stoudemire.
Yeah, a great comparison.
He is hooping.
So out of the timeout, Roland's able to get a 2-point basket to offset the run a little bit. But here comes Wilkes. Little reverse spin move of his own. Goes right into number 15, Landon Fowler, who will be his second foul of the game, and an and one opportunity for Isaiah Wilkes.
Well, there's been a handful of and ones, and that's one thing I've watched a lot with Millwood is just they are so strong and aggressive on the take at the rim, and they just create these extra point opportunities for themselves. You know, Wilkes only has 7 here in the first half, and he's averaging 24, 25 points a game. So Roland's done a good job on him, but that may be something that gets him going here before halftime.
Knight attacks baseline, tries to kick backside to Perryman again. Good job there by number 10, Lemon, to get a hand up in the passing lane, knock it out of bounds. But you've seen that backside, extra pass open a lot so far in the first half. Shook will inbound. Owens right corner, guarded tightly. He'll step back and hoist up a 3. No good this time. Backside board. Brought down by Van Buren, who will attack in transition. Kick corner 3 up and good. And 2 in a row now by number 10, Harlan Fleming. Another 3 in transition.
Got to love the freshman coming in.
Yeah.
Making 2 big threes here at the end of the first half for the Falcons.
Knight backside to Perryman. Not there, so he'll kick it out to Knight. Knight barely gets it. Gets the shot blocked. Backside again. Another extra pass there as they get another easy 2 on the backside. This time it's DeMonte Owens to Landon Fowler.
Give it up to Roland, playing through that ball pressure. Couple bumps, deflections, blocks, and then getting a good look there at the end of that possession.
Wilkes going to his left. He'll step back. Tough 3. Takes some contact as Knight tries to close out. Looks like he got into the legs a little bit of Wilkes on the 3-point attempt. And we'll have 3 free throws coming from Isaiah Wilkes.
And Coach Lewis and the Roland fans, they're thinking about the same call.
Yeah, down here earlier.
About 5 or 6 possessions ago when Roland took a deep 3 and thought they had contact on the 3-pointers.
Yeah, I think it was Shook over here on the right wing on the OSSAA logo. First free throw good. Wilkes now starting to kind of get into his flow a little bit. Always nice to get to the free throw line, see some free throws go in, and kind of get your comfort level back.
It does.
17.8 seconds now as Fleming goes out from a lot of high fives and hugs over there on the Millwood bench after his performance here in the second quarter. Wilkes gets all 3 to go. He's now up to 10 points is what I got. 10 points here in the first half.
I think Roland needs something good to happen right before half. It has been a tough couple-minute stretch here for the Rangers, and if they get a bucket here just going to halftime with a little bit of positivity, that would go a long way coming out of the locker room.
Yeah, they'll have the ball to start the second half too, excluding a jump ball here in the last 12 seconds. Knight right side, draws a double, goes all the way across the court to Shook. Now he'll go up top to Owens. Owens will attack left, step back, tough 3. That's short, and that'll end the quarter as Owens couldn't get it to go. And our score at halftime, 37-21. The Falcons are halfway towards their goal of a 3A gold ball here in 2026. We'll take a break, go to some commercials. We'll be back here on Squirtle and the Sports Animal.
Need insurance that serves you and not the other way around? At Brining Insurance, we're independent, which means we work for you, not the carriers. Home, auto, business, or farm, we work as hard as you do. Whether you need a hand finding and portable insurance for your church, someone to help wrestle that school policy, or someone to help plug the leaks in your municipal coverage, get a hold of Robert Wagner. He can help. Call 580-628-2559 today or start your quote anytime at brininginsure.com.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma. Big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We're making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The proof starts here at Upper Crust. The details are deliberate, perfectly on purpose. From that warm greeting to the wood-fired smoky char of our signature pies. Upper Crust, gather round.
Martin's Machine Shop, a family-owned business since 1974, serves Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. They offer full machine shop, welding, and metal working capabilities for repair and fabrication. Their fluid power division repairs hydraulic cylinders, pumps, motors, and valves, and includes a full inventory of 6,000 PSI hose and fittings. Give them a call at 580-227-2734 or connect through their website, www.martinsmachineshop.com, to see how they can assist you today.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private Wealth Management, is a reflection on our commitment to our clients, each other, and the growth we hope to achieve. As friends for multiple years, we operate like a tight-knit family where harmony and collaboration thrive. Our dedicated team of financial professionals complement each other, drawing on decades of shared experience. With a keen eye for detail, we understand each other's strengths, allowing us to deliver quality service. Our camaraderie extends beyond the workplace. We connect as friends, checking in over the weekends to stay connected. Our bond transcends the typical 9-to-5 workday, reflecting our commitment to genuine relationship. To become a client today, call us at 405-252-5925.
As you travel down the road to the Gold Ball, know that you can always get a slam dunk of a deal at Jansen GMC on North Van Buren in Enid. It's always a smooth ride in a 2020 GMC Sierra, Canyon, Yukon, Terrain, or Acadia. Jansen's offers one of the best lineups of used cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs in Enid. Check JansenGMC.com for details. Drive a little, save a lot at Jansen GMC, 2602 North Van Buren in Enid.
When life takes an unexpected turn, you need someone who truly understands what you're going through. At Nixon Dieselhorst, we've spent decades helping Oklahomans find justice, standing up for what's right, and fighting for the results they deserve. Every client matters. Every story deserves to be heard. We are here standing with you. Call Nixon Dieselhorst today because justice, integrity, and results aren't just words. They're what we stand for.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs. With over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
We show up every day, ready. When tragedy strikes, we're prepared. It's what we do, it's who we are. Community is the heart of rural healthcare. We come together on some of the worst days because we're holding hope that together we'll experience the best days too.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Okay, we're back here, halftime. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. Millwood leading the Roland Rangers after 2, 37-21. Coach Hardaway, you got some stats over there. What do you got?
Well, I mean, a couple things that stuck out would be, Millwood outscored Roland by 16 points in the second quarter, and a lot of that was on the back half of the second quarter. You look at the shooting percentage, in the second quarter, Millwood was 50% from the field, 60% from threes, 85% from free throw, as opposed to Roland, who was 3 of 13 from the field at 23%, 0 of 4 from 3, and only went to the free throw line twice. That offensive production, both sides compared to each other, I think was what led to the lead there for Millwood. I look at it. Total rebounds, Barrett for Millwood already has 10 rebounds in the game.
Wow.
And Van Buren has 4 with multiple and ones. And I think what you're just seeing as the game is going along, Millwood is getting more comfortable and able to just keep attacking the rim where the percentage of make is so high. And then we saw Flemings, the freshman for Millwood, comes into the game after Millwood had plenty of those kind of A-zone takes where Roland they have to collapse.
Right.
And Flemings is just sitting there off the ball with his feet set, able to knock down some threes. It's going to be really important here for Roland the first 3 minutes of this third quarter to try to find some positivity or some momentum, try to get this thing back under 10. I think almost every coaching staff, they're like, if they're ever in this position where, you're down 16 points, you're like, hey, let's just get it under 10.
Right.
See what happens. Get in the first 3 minutes, get it under 10, and go from there. And I think that's the challenge that's in front of Roland right now. And I think for Roland, obviously, if Owens can kind of get going again like he did in the first quarter, that could really help them. And if we could, if Knight could ever get loose on the perimeter with his 3-point shooting, which you got to give credit to Millwood, they're doing everything possible to make it as hard as possible on those two guys.
Right.
But Roland's got to put together some really good possessions on both ends of the floor here in the first 3 minutes of this quarter, because we know full well that Millwood has the ability to, not just have a run, but really extend things out from their opponents.
Well, then, one of those things, Millwood gets up on you double digits, and you got to kind of start playing their way a little bit more, and it kind of snowball on you. Trap here in the backcourt. Shook gets out of it, and now Roland advances it up with an advantage. Backside pass is intercepted. Wilkes now in transition. Right wing 3 up, short rim, no good. That was Chris Clay attempting the 3, not good. Shook gets the rebound, brings it back. Knight, quick 3 in transition. That's left rim, no good.
That was a classic example of Knight got open. I mean, he got his hands on the ball, he's open, he's ready to fire, and it probably was a little too quick there in that possession. You got to give credit to Roland, too. They only had 1 turnover in the first half.
Yeah, wow. Barrett working inside, gets doubled. He'll kick it back out. Now we're right side to Wilkes. He'll get some instructions from head coach Dorian Williams. Reset. Right side, Van Buren looks into Barrett. He's trying to post ISO. Doesn't get it. Another 3 from Clay that's no good in the third. And here comes Roland. Mason Kemp will get rid of it. Good play there by Knight to save it. Shook, deep 3, no good. Kemp runs it down and tries to get it up to Shook. It's intercepted and in transition. Jonathan Van Buren goes for 2 more.
Van Buren is just so tough on those run-outs and everything in the open floor to the rim with his abilities athletically and physically to stop him from not converting is almost impossible.
Millwood continues to run doubles at Owens. He attracts 2, goes to Knight up top. Knight will attack right side. And once again, they just got the backside's wide open, but just athleticism there by Millwood to take that pass away. Another 3 in transition. Number 2, Wilkes, is no good.
And, we talked about the turnovers. They had 1 in the first half. They've had 3 in the first 2 minutes here.
Yeah.
And you can tell Millwood's made a conscious effort. They are going to run doubles and try to make life as hard as possible on DeMonte Owens for Roland, because he's really the one that is kind of keeping them hanging around offensively for Roland.
Yeah, Millwood's really, it looks like, come out of the locker room like we're going to push this tempo to the next level. They are getting shots up quickly. Unfortunately for Millwood, the perimeter shots haven't been going in, but they have really, really upped the pressure here. As that pressure now being applied in the backcourt by Clay on Shook for Roland. Now Owens will get it back. Going against Barrett to his right hand, reverse pivots, and then steps through with a one-hander. Nice little up and under. Thought he got some contact there. He's 1-and-1, but man, what a patient move by DeMonte Owens.
And Barrett's such a good defender.
Long, strong, left wing, mid-range jumper by Van Buren is good. His first points of the second half as he answers the 2 on the other end by Owens.
Great looking shot by Van Buren. Everything's been at the rim so far. That was a beautiful 12-foot pull-up jumper for him.
Knight getting pressured and hounded. That's going to be a 5 count as, Isaiah Wilkes. Once Knight crossed that half-court line, the pressure was up, and he was all over number 13, Raiden Knight. Tough spot there for Knight. Wilkes in transition. Splits the initial 2, then takes some contact from a Roland help defender, and he'll go to the line. But, that strikes me right here as Millwood has come out of the locker room, and it has taken it to another level than what we've seen in the first half.
And I think a lot of it goes back to Isaiah Wilkes. If you've watched him play, you can tell he's kind of the senior leader. He's the emotional leader for them, and he's doing it with his defense, really encouraging his teammates to just, like I said, take it to another level defensively.
Another mid-range there by Van Buren, no good. Backside rebound, number 21. Had his first attempt, was clean for Javier Richards on the putback, and then as it bounced off the rim, he pushed off. Like I said, correct call there on the rebound and the foul.
I love Richards, how aggressive he is in the offensive glass. It says he's only 6'1", and he looks much taller than that, but he has got several offensive rebounds up to this point in this game, and just a hard block out for Roland.
Knight again getting hounded by Wilkes, able to get rid of it this time. Owens now being guarded closely by Barrett. Tough fader, left hand. This guy can go. That was as tough a shot as you will find. And Owens finds a way to get it go, just fading, taking contact, and shooting over the defender Barrett.
Owens is facing a double team every possession and has probably their best individual guard on him and is still getting to his spots, getting his shot off and cashing it.
Very impressive. Van Buren attacks, takes some contact. Another really aggressive drive for number 23, Jonathan Van Buren, as he goes right wing, left hand to the middle. And he'll go back to the free throw line.
Well, you can tell, with Van Buren, he's a bigger kind of bodied wing, athletic wing, and it's tough because you're going to if you put a bigger player on him, he is going to get by you. But if you put a smaller player on him, he's so strong and aggressive and athletic. It's just almost impossible to not foul him.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just he almost forces you to foul him on his take, which is a credit to him and his abilities. Just makes it so hard to deal with.
Third foul on Landon Fowler for Roland. Both free throws good. But, yeah, you're right. You know, I think both Richards and Van Buren are those they just put so much pressure on you at all levels and very physical and athletic. Owens trying to find his way again. He'll bump in, try to fade this time. Short, no good, but an offensive rebound by number 15, Landon Fowler. That's where he makes his hay in there on the offensive glass. Does another good job there and throws it off a Millwood defender to retain possession for the Rangers. Shook inbounding. Goes up top to Fowler. Now to Knight. Shook, guarded closely by Clay up top. He'll reverse spin to his left hand. All kinds of pressure from Clay. Another 5 count might be coming here. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Coach doesn't like it. But, man, great just individual one-on-one defense there from Clay.
And what Coach Lewis is saying is that it was clear, like the count should have been reset. But I don't know. I mean, Millwood was pretty much at an arm length, I think, the whole time.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit of break there on the 5 seconds. I thought it could have been called a little earlier. It wasn't. But, yeah, I agree with the call there. Wilkes now. He'll bring it up with Knight guarding him. Fleming back in, as well as Tariq Kaba in for Millwood. Wilkes takes it right at Knight to his left hand, takes the contact, goes up and scores.
Wilkes just straight down A Street. Beautiful left-hand layup through some contact. Great job and finish from him.
Yeah. Inside on the other end, Landon Fowler gets the ball. Inside, tries to go up, gets the ball blocked out of bounds. Rangers will retain possession. In now for Roland for the first time, number 2, Taze Smith. He's a freshman. Fowler, cross court, Shook, goes out of bounds. A little too much, a little too hot. Fowler tried to skip it over to Shook, but goes out of bounds back to Millwood.
And I believe the last possession was the first time Millwood's up 20 points. You know, you get kind of caught watching the action, and then you look up and you're like, all right, now it's up to 20. And most of it's at the rim or at the free throw line for the Falcons.
Wilkes step back on Owens. Short, no good. Fowler with the rebound. Good defense there by Owens. Double team. And he'll get a foul on Barrett there, man. And Owens, giving up probably, 3 or 4 inches to Barrett, probably 20, 30 pounds. And, man, he is strong and takes that contact well.
He does such a good job once he gets to where he wants to score of kind of using his shoulder and body and hip to kind of create a little bit of space so he can get a shot off. And he kind of has a natural lean back.
Little SGA-like.
Yeah.
Shook, hands off to Taze Smith. Said in the game for the first time for Smith here in the third quarter. Owens and Barrett going out again, and Barrett will get called for another foul. He doesn't like it, but I'll be 3 or 4 on, I believe, on Barrett, at least 3.
Yeah. And those two have been going out. Barrett and Owens have been matched up the whole game, both sides of the floor. And they even both just kind of gave each other almost a little bit of a high-five tap, like, hey, just almost a little bit of show of respect a little bit to the two players on the floor competing, going after each other.
Shook now trying to attack down the middle. Thought about a little fade away, then reverse spin, steps through with his left hand, tries to go off glass, not good. Battle for the rebound between Fowler and Van Buren. Van Buren comes up with the rebound, and he's fouled by Landon Fowler, which I believe is his 4th.
That was a great example, too, of Millwood. They get the ball stopped, and they're not really helping. They're just one-on-one with their guy, and then denying all the kind of outlet passes out of the paint forces Shook into a bad shot.
Yep. Nice curl off a screen from Barrett. Reverse up and under with his left hand. Athletic play there by Barrett. And then on the inbound, instant pressure from the Falcons. And Roland unable to get it in, and ball goes out of bounds right back to Millwood. We'll have a timeout here for Roland. full timeout. We'll take a break. We'll come right back here at the 3A state championship game at the OG&E Coliseum.
It's more than just your lawn. It's your grass kingdom, your green canvas, your fairway to heaven. It deserves the Kubota Z400. With class-leading speed, agility, a powerful transmission, simple deck height adjustments, and legendary Kubota quality. When you need comfort, convenience, and performance, then you need the professional-grade Kubota Z400. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow, today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
Okay, we're back here. 2:24 left in the third quarter. Millwood now extended this out to a 22-point advantage on the Roland Rangers. I want to thank everybody for listening and joining us on the Squirtle or the Sports Animal platforms of your choice. Great to be here, Coach Hardaway, and man, these athletes getting after. It's been fun to watch.
Getting after it. They are competing and battling, and it's what you expect. If you're number one versus number two. State tournament, that's fairgrounds. That's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be athletes competing.
Nice play there by Owens. Read that entry as Van Buren tried to hit Barrett post ISO, and Owens read it. And now Knight back in transition. Gets all the way to the rim. Can't get it to go. Ball tipped back out to Wilkes, and here comes Millwood up 22.
That's been a big key today. Is Knight is the Roland's second leading scorer, and he's been held scoreless so far in this game. Of course, Millwood's making it very hard on him to get anything open at all. Man.
Van Buren right down A Street, bumps it off the glass. And, unfortunately, I think we're starting to see some of that fatigue kind of hit in now. The depth really taking its toll on Roland. Owens loses control. Ball's fought for, comes up with Van Buren, and Van Buren hits Barrett. He'll take contact, go up. Doesn't get the and one opportunity, but he'll go to the line for two as he bounced off Perryman there, number 10 for Roland. Drew the contact, and he'll go to the line.
Van Buren just pretty much just rips the ball out of the hands of Kemp and then gets the ball out to the outlet, leads a fast break, throws it ahead to Barrett. Barrett gets fouled on the take. But, I think a big thing in this third quarter has just been the turnovers for Roland. They had one in the first half, and I want to say they're probably up to at least six turnovers here in the third quarter at the minimum.
That mental and physical fatigue takes its toll a little bit on you. And it's just so impressive with Millwood as you watch them. Like I said, I've been able to watch them a handful of times this year, but the depth, not just of how many kids can play, but they can all handle the ball. They can all shoot it. They can all go to it's just an animal to deal with.
It is. And the thing is you're doing good. You're hanging in it in the first quarter, you're hanging in there in the half, but then it just wears on you, and it wears on you to a breaking point. And that's where this game's kind of teetering right now, is that breaking point for Roland.
Tay Smith brings it across the half-court line. He's fouled by number 10, Harlem Fleming. 15 fouls, so of the quarter, I believe. So Roland here will go to the free throw line. It'll be Tay Smith shooting two. But, you talked about the breaking point, and we've dealt with it. All teams deal with it. You play those teams that score, just high octane, can put up 80, 90 points every night, and you're just trying to ride the wave and not have to deal with a 20-point run, and take the small dips and not have a big dip. But it's just so hard against a team like Millwood over 4 quarters to do that.
Well, it's just like Roland scores 14 in the first quarter, and they're fixing to have that again here almost in 2 quarters since then.
Right. Smith in the game, gets 2 points from the free throw line there. Barrett now attacking. He'll go left corner to Fleming. That three's up and no good. Smith takes the outlet. He'll try to reverse it back here to Perryman. Looking for Owens, who's denied by Fleming, but they'll get it to DeMonte, and he'll attack, split 2 Millwood defenders, reverse spin. So crafty and smooth, and you give him a crack, he's going to take it. He's going to make you pay. He's a heck of a player.
He is. Just right, left, space, pull up, three, right hand, left hand at the rack. You know, he's got the whole offensive set. And like I said, I mean, he's 5'10" sophomore, averaging 24 points a game for the number 2 team ranked team in the state. And really he is the offense for Roland in this game. I mean, he's got 16 of their 28 points so far.
Bryson Myers checks in for the first time for Roland. He's number 24. He's a 6'1" sophomore.
What I really enjoyed watching with Owens and appreciative of is his composure offensively.
Yeah.
He does not get sped up. He is in control the whole time with the rock.
Owens gets both free throws to go down. Yeah, no, for sure. With all the pressure and physicality he's taken, it doesn't faze him a bit. Just stays level-headed and cool. Van Buren now just downhill to his left. He's just a monster to deal with. There are 3 or 4 Roland Rangers there trying to prevent it, but like you said, it's so hard to prevent it and not foul.
And not foul. Yeah. Van Buren almost forces you to foul him.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he's a great free throw shooter. He's made almost all of his free throws tonight.
Yeah, no misses tonight yet at the line.
So he's either getting the bucket,
yeah,
or you're fouling him, and he's making both free throws.
Just under 48 seconds left here. Now, of course,
we jinxed him.
He gets his first miss from the line.
And has just a beautiful stroke. Balance, fall through.
Second attempt by Van Buren. This one, front rim, back rim, front rim, no good. Tip up by Barrett, no good. And then right back in the hands of Van Buren, who gets it up to go. So there's those guys, just going at the rim. Barrett, Van Buren, they're all just so hard to deal with in there. Good matchup here. Van Buren now, he's matched up with Owens. Barrett comes to double. Owens thinks about splitting it, reverses it to Knight. Perryman at the rim, kicks out to Tay Smith, right corner. That three's no good. Clay with the rebound for Millwood. Quick pass. He almost made that, Coach. That is front rim. A three-quarter court pass up the floor to Van Buren, but about got a deep three.
What a take.
These guys are just relentless at the rim. As at the buzzer, Wilkes takes it to his left hand, bumps it in, and it's 55-29. Millwood up at the end of 3. We'll take a break as we come to the last quarter of the 3A Boys State Championship game here on Squirtle.
The perfect golf swing. Getting to the top. Serving an ace. Whether a professional or a weekend warrior, we all want to do our best. But what if you get hurt? How do you get back to doing what you love? The team at DRH Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide comprehensive and advanced treatment for injuries. DRH Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, working to get you moving again.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Okay, we're back here on all the Squirtle and Sports Animal platforms. Glad they have us. We're starting the fourth quarter here of the 3A Boys 2026 state final game. Millwood in control now after a tough contentious. We were tied after one, Coach, but it's been all Millwood in the second and third. Barrett tries to go backside. A little post ISO to Barrett, drew the double, tried to go backside to Richards, but a little errant on the pass out of bounds, and it's back to the Rangers.
So a total dad moment. I didn't realize my son was texting me, and he's like, Dad, J-Dub is back in the house. J-Dub's sitting right down here in the corner watching the Millwood Falcons again. He was here the other night.
Yeah, I saw him here yesterday.
Yesterday,
afternoon. Watched the 6A final, I think. Smith attacks down the middle, tries to kick it down to number 24, Myers. It's taken away by Richards, and he'll kick it up. Barrett to Wilkes, and another easy transition, too, for Mr. Wilkes. He's up to 16 now here in the game. Knight, middle to Smith. Kicks it out to Myers. Back to Knight. He's stripped by Mr. Wilkes. Guess who? Kind of loses control, but gets a friendly bounce to Barrett. Barrett loses his balance, and Owens comes up with the ball in transition now for Roland. Great move there. Through 2 or 3. Golly, the guy. He's solid. Hope he's okay there. He's kind of down in pain. May have tweaked an ankle. They'll call that on the pass.
I mean, he went between the legs, behind the back to beat that double team. Got himself to the free throw line. Nope. Ball
they called that. I thought saw Mr. Burgess say is on the pass, so it'll be underneath for Roland as Shook and Kemp are back in the game for the Rangers. Owens tries to go up over a double team, gets a shot blocked, and there's Richards out in transitions, goes up for the dunk, but it's no good as it pops out. But
Richards acting like he got fouled.
Millwood hanging on here, and they still got the control. Barrett kicks over, back to the top, and that was a 3 attempt by number 1, Tariq Kaba, no good. Roland in transition. Shook down the middle, no look to Perryman, backside block. Great pass there by number 1, Kate Shook. And Perryman now 3 times. He's got 6 points. He's been found 3 times on that backside block. Put back attempt after a miss by Wilkes. It's no good. Here comes Roland again, trying to get a little momentum. Shook down the baseline. Man, tries to go up and over. No good. We got track meet right now. As Wilkes goes in transition. You can tell even he's tired, man. He's expended a lot of energy in this second half. But Wilkes gets the layup. It goes in. Quick timeout here for Millwood. It's a full timeout, so we'll take one more break here in the fourth quarter, and we'll be back.
Athletes push hard on the field and in the classroom. But when injuries happen, you want a physical therapist who makes recovery personal. Prime Physical Therapy is more than just a clinic. We're a faith-driven, patient-focused team committed to helping athletes bounce back stronger. Healing happens best in an environment where athletes feel supported, motivated, and yes, even have fun. Parents, you can trust us to care for your athlete like family. Call or text at 405-706-1266 for a free consultation in clinic or by phone. Prime Physical Therapy, helping athletes get back to their prime performance.
We're back. 5:56 left here in the fourth quarter. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Thank you to Squirtle. Thank you to the Sports Animal for providing the coverage of these games. It's a big state championship game for Roland and Millwood. Millwood got this one kind of in hand right now, Coach, but these guys aren't slowing down a bit. They are going at it. It's been really fun to watch.
No, yeah, it is.
High paced.
Yeah, no, they're not stopping, slowing down nothing. They're going to play.
Owens back up top tonight. Millwood now back in a zone look defensively. Owens reverse spin. Knight got a little space now. Gets a 3 up in the air. Those have been hard to come by from him. It's no good. Backside board for Van Buren. He's fouled before he can get up ahead of steam by Owens.
And what you're seeing, too, with Millwood, we talked about depth, but, you know, what they're also trying to do, and you see lots with a lot of good programs of depth, is they'll start plugging in some of those younger guys and putting them out there with the older guys. Makes it easier on them. They're getting the experience playing in a state championship game so that it carries over to next year.
Bryce Brown, number 0 for Millwood, is in the game. Handling the ball, initiating the offense. Van Buren now a little post ISO on the left block. Kicks it out to Brown. Brown will step back. He'll hoist a 3 off the bench, and there's another one. Like I said, that depth, they just keep on coming. Nice step back 3 there from Brown.
Well, I believe that's the 4th 3 off of the bench for Millwood.
Right. At least, yeah, you're right. And number 2, Isaiah Wilkes, he was struggling there that last time out to get his breath, and he's spending a lot of energy. He gets a break. He might be done for the season with 4:54 here left in the fourth. Knight attacks with his right hand, gets it stripped by Kaba. He'll go in transition to Fleming. He lays it up. That's going to be – we got a foul. Maybe had goaltending there. Yeah. They're going to talk about it. I thought it was just a goaltend call, but it looked like the goaltend's going to be addressed, even though Coach Williams really wants it. Nonetheless, Fleming will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. He will not have a goaltend.
Fleming's had 2 threes already in the game. Nice looking shot.
Yeah, first free throw up, nothing but net. He's got a nice stroke. Definitely starting to fill in here as I'm starting to on the outer ends. Way more people than we had at the beginning of this game. Both free throws good for Fleming.
Imagine we'll see a lot of Mr. Fleming's the next 3 years.
Yeah, for sure. It's not the
good player.
We have not seen the last 3 go in the basket from him in this building, I promise you. Knight trying to get one to go, not there. Nice follow by number 20, Mason Kemp.
Kemp's had a good game for Roland. I mean, he's gotten a lot of rebounds, some putbacks.
Yeah, Kemp and Fowler both in there. A little undersized today, but, man, they're physical kids. Van Buren just will not be stopped as Fowler did everything he could there to prevent Van Buren from getting to the rim, but just couldn't do it. 3 from Owens, left side. Man, it looked good, not there. Van Buren with the rebound. Here comes Brown. He'll stop and reverse it. Van Buren wants a 3 now. Top of the key, front rim, no good. Shook with the board. Here we go the other way. Owens, 2-on-1. Goes right at Van Buren, hangs in the air. Just got a knack there for timing that up to where he hangs just enough in the air to take the contact and get fouled.
He does.
It's nothing explosive or just, but it's just so smooth.
Reminds me of a kid that's just played a lot of basketball.
Yeah, just got that knack. Feel for the game. He'll go to the line for 2. Owens with 17.
And he's another one, too. You talk about Roland, and they're here all the time.
Yeah.
Owens is just a sophomore. Got 17 on the game. Kept his team in the game here. He's going to be somebody that a lot of people are going to watch him play a lot of games here in the fairgrounds.
Yep. A few more subs here as Wilkes will re-enter the game. Barrett as well as Clay and Richards. So it looks like we're back to the starting lineup here for Millwood. Little 2-2-1 press from Roland. Millwood breaks it easy. Barrett down the lane, and he attacks the rim. He was going to hammer that. He's fouled on the play. Mason Kemp did not want to allow that to happen and went up physically and contested.
Well, and I think you got here is both Roland fans they were excited to see the contest, and Millwood was excited to see the attempt.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, great aggressive play by both kids.
Yes.
I mean, you can't argue either side of that.
Absolutely.
Was just good basketball. 67-34. Said been all Millwood after a great first quarter where we ended tied 14-all, and it's just been Falcon dominant since. But give it up to Roland. They continue to keep attacking. Deep logo 3 for Owens. No good. Barrett corrals the board, passes up to Van Buren. He'll get a 2-hand jam in transition. Great night for Jonathan Van Buren. I give credit to him. He's been all over the place.
Yeah, I would have to say he's probably been the MVP of this game for Millwood.
Yeah, definitely on the offensive end. You give Barrett a lot of credit guarding Owens. That is not an easy job down here on the defensive end. Left wing 3, no good. That's for Mason Kemp, rebounded by Barrett. Back in transition for the Falcons. Left corner 3, no. Kicked it up to the left wing, and Wilkes hits a 3. 2:50, it's left in the fourth quarter. It's 73-34, Millwood up, and this one's all but done. You're going to have a Another gold ball. We celebrated, what was it? The
first one, 1976.
The 50th anniversary, and about to add another one tonight. So,
yeah, so for you basketball fans in Oklahoma, the 1976 Millwood team, first team in school history. They'd only been open for 5 years.
Right.
Won the first state championship. Head coach was Eddie Evans. Terry Evans, his son, was the ball boy who would later go on to be a tremendous prep player himself and play at OU. Now he coaches them in Santa Fe. He was out there at the introduction at halftime. Really cool deal. They brought the original banner out and put a phenomenal photograph of the team up there to be the very first state champion in Millwood's school history. And like we said before game, if you're talking about boys basketball in the state of Oklahoma, there's very few teams that you're at the very tip top of what is boys basketball in Oklahoma, and Millwood's there or right there in that same discussion for sure.
100%. Yep. Knight gets another three up in there. That's a little long, goes out of bounds. Millwood will take over with 2:21 left here in the fourth quarter, 3A state championship game. We got a good one coming up next. 5A state finals will come up next. Coach Newcastle, Carl Albert. That should be another really good one.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a great game.
Backside lob, Van Buren to Richards. A little errant on the pass, no good. Shook comes up with the loose ball, goes to Owens in transition. And Owens effortlessly hangs in the air and goes with his left hand under the rim, catches the lob. Back the other way, 3 in transition. It's Chris Clay.
We're just hooping now.
We're just going up and down now. Richards gives it up, tipped away by Knight. Van Buren corrals it and goes into Richards inside for the 2. Minute and a half left here as Millwood is close to hoisting the gold ball once again. Wilkes now in transition, gets his turn at the rim, tries to dunk it. Front rims it no good. And, this looks like a little bit like an NBA All-Star game right now.
Yeah.
The old school NBA All-Star game.
Yes. Might get some subs after this one.
Yeah, right corner, 3 up, no good. Let's see if we'll get a whistle. He'll get some subs in. Number 11 for Millwood, Nate Jones Jr. will enter for the first time, as well as number 12, Ramel Legrand, number 35, Donnie Bly. I got them all.
Roland's going to sub everybody too.
Rolling in now. For the first time for Roland will be number 30, Josh Bauer, number 22, Daxton Owens, number 12, Paul Johnson. So good for all those kids on both sides to get on the court, get some minutes in the state, not just the state tournament, but the state finals.
Right. And like I said, I want to compliment Roland. They came out here. Here ready to go. It wasn't. They were not backing down, but Millwood's they're just such a juggernaut.
Lot to deal with. Barrett there on the 3, but I completely agree, man. That first quarter by Roland was very, very impressive. I know it's completely turned the other way since then, but the times I've watched Millwood, I've not seen anybody give them a quarter like that.
That's right.
Especially at the beginning. Usually you come out, you take the punch from Millwood.
I know.
But Roland brought it right back to him, man. It was impressive.
They were countering.
Another sub in for Millwood here. It looks like it's number 20, Cody Rhodes, freshman, getting the game here with 49 seconds left. Had a foul down here on the rolling end, so Tay Smith will go to the line, and he'll shoot 2. A lot of hugs going on over there on the Millwood bench as they're ready to dogpile and celebrate this one.
Yep.
Like I said, stay with us on Squirtle and the Sports Animal throughout the night. We got 5A state championship game for the boys, followed by the 2A state championship later on for the nightcap. And
great players, programs, individuals,
man.
Individual players, coaches. I know Coach Lewis. Like I said, he's 5 all-time coaching record. Wins. Going to bring the 3rd silver ball back to Roland, and those 3 silver balls. Those are they're hard to get.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize how hard it is when you get to that point. But those 3 games, those 3 title games he played was against 3 of literally all-time runs in the state of Oklahoma in, McGinnis, Douglas, and Millwood.
Millwood. 3 of the all-timers.
That's right.
It's unbelievable that you'd go to the state finals 3 times and play 3 of the best teams ever to do it.
Yep.
So one last sub, it looks like, here for Millwood. And that's number 4, Kayvon Shields.
6'5" junior.
Yeah, 30 seconds left here. Smith attacks downhill. He's cut off. Trapped, trying to get rid of it. Goes backside to number 22, Daxton Jones. Shot attempt by number 30 for the Rangers. Josh Bauer is no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Roland will keep it.
And to compliment Millwood, you doesn't matter if you watch them now or 25 years ago or 25 years from now.
Oh, yeah.
They play basketball the right way.
The right way.
They play basketball.
Coached the right way.
It's supposed to be.
100%. Nice three there in the corner from Tay Smith. He gets that to go down. Now Millwood will let this burn. Congratulations as the clock runs out to our 2026 3A Boys State Champions, the Millwood Falcons. The ball goes in the air. Here comes the celebration. And congrats to Roland. Great season, great run here in the state tournament. Been great watching them play and compete. Congratulations to Coach Lewis on another great season. But your 2026 state champions, once again, Coach Dorian Williams and the Millwood Falcons. Congrats to them, Coach. It was great. We're going to take a break.
Absolutely.
We'll let
hand it over to
Tony
and
actual,
Colby.
Professionals that know what they're doing. They'll do the 5A game for you, and then Coach Hardaway and I will be back for the 2A tip later tonight. So hang in there. Stay with Squirtle. Stay with Sports Animal. We're glad you tuned in. Enjoy these next two. Thanks, everybody.
Welcome to Charleston's, where great food and great service is what's on the menu. Business lunch after landing that big sale? Check. Never miss ordering our mouth-watering spinach dip? Check. Catching up over some margaritas? Check. Or just a craving for our key lime pie? Checkmate. No matter the reason, big, small, or none at all, you gotta come to Charleston's.
Evolve.